Subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified about the highlights of India's smartest podcast, The Ranveer Show. This is TRS Clips. What do you think your past was, sir? That you've chosen this life now?
It's so interesting you ask. Very few people ask that question. I don't know, but I can guess.
Sure.
As a child, I just loved the hills. It was such a thrill anytime I would go to the hills. And that makes me think that I was possibly somewhere in the hills. And then, just share one episode. When I was doing engineering, after engineering, I got admission into a college in Calcutta.
IIM.
That's right. So my parents used to go to a numerologist. And he told them that don't let him go to Calcutta or he'll take sannyas. They said, he doesn't look like sannyasi material to us. So they said, they let me go. And things happened there that completely changed my perspective. It did not take time at all. So it made me feel that those sanskars were there and it was all destined. When the time came, that switch got flipped and I just continued on the journey from there.
So, what is sannyas for people who don't understand this word?
Nyas means to renounce.
Okay.
Sannyas means to renounce everything. So this is our Indian equivalent of monkhood, where we have the student life, where you prepare yourself for the rest of life. And then after that, you enter into household and you want to enjoy life. And then at the end of the grihastashram, you decide that the real happiness I'm seeking is not in all of this. So then you start moving towards detachment, towards renunciation, to finally take sannyas. But if somebody decides from the beginning itself that my goal is not the world, my goal is the supreme, then the scriptures say that you have that option to take sannyas in youth itself. So there are primarily two streams of sannyas. One are the jnanis. Their sannyas is motivated by this perspective that the world is mithya and unreal. So I'm leaving everything that is unreal and going towards the truth. And the other is the sannyas in the path of devotion. That is the sannyas that I have taken, where you don't view the world as unreal or bad or terrible, but you see it as a part of the divine. And you make a dedication that I will use my body, my mind, and my words, everything in the service of the Supreme. So it is not just a question of renouncing, but accepting some higher duties.
What does it feel like? What does this whole process feel like, especially when you begin versus now, after years of it, as a person?
Yes. Well, Ranveer, I would like to express it like this. If I was to go back and choose my career again, never would I choose anything apart from this. And why? Because there's such a strong sense of purpose that I feel I have a purpose and I'm able to align my life, my values, my efforts, my profession with the purpose that I truly believe in. And that gives so much of satisfaction. Any hardships, any difficulties that come, they seem puny and trivial in comparison to that huge purpose that is motivating from inside. So it's been a tremendous adventure. I first started off, as the saying goes, akele chale the, rahe manzil pe, लोग जुड़ते गए और कारवां बन गया. So I started it off as a personal journey. And slowly it became a responsibility towards society, towards others who look for guidance and for help. And it is a tremendous adventure with so much of potential that I just feel life is a huge opportunity and a huge joy. And I feel extremely blessed to have this opportunity by the grace of God and my teacher.